What do you guys think like students want to hear about whenever they show up on a Wednesday? Show up on a Wednesday, they're here at church, they came with their friends, without their friends. What do they like? What do they want to hear about whenever they're at church?
I think it's a lot of it. I feel like it's like how they actually can input the Lord in their life. Because I feel like day to day, like we don't like. I think as students, especially when I was younger, it's like I don't think about let me open my Bible first thing in the morning. I'd rather go hang out with my friends. I'd rather go lay in bed, take a nap. Like any of these things. It's like realistically, like how can you help me like
I got you.
input God in my life and like make that time with Him.
I got you. Is this better for you if I sit like this?
Please don't.
Is this any better, Erica?
I'm scared.
I don't
No.
like that.
I don't either.
Kayla, you don't like
I
it?
don't like it.
Ayden?
I like it.
Ayden likes it. Thank you,
all
Ayden.
like it.
So, Ayden, what about you?
Ew.
So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking along the same lines. I remember one time Michael had said in service that like a lot of people come to church and they feel like they find a peace that they don't get in the rest of their week, so they kind of need church. And I feel like that's this like goes for a lot of our students, like a lot, because everyone has their own life, and everyone's got their own challenges and their own things that they're dealing with. So I feel like when they come, they want to hear about the peace of God, but also like being able to keep it throughout the week, because like just feeling peace on Wednesday and Sunday isn't enough for a lot of people. So like coming to hear about the peace of God and like how to pursue it or receive it is really big.
I got you.
Yeah.
What about you? Like, what do you think? Because you talk to students on Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yeah. A lot of times, either my prayer requests or when I chat with students, it has a lot to do with their feelings. I think especially junior high students, they're just going through a huge transition from like elementary school to basically right before high school. I think they change so much, and their friend groups change. A lot of it has to do with the way they're feeling, whether it's about home, about friends. Also, a lot of friend stuff. I think I talk about friend dynamics and relationships with friends and gossiping every single week. Like every single week, it's like, oh, I'm not friends with this person anymore. Wait, we made up. We're friends again.
Dude, especially girls, huh?
Navigating friendships is probably the number one thing I do.
Yeah.
And then the feelings that come along with that of like helping them work through how they feel about things and reacting.
Can you give names exactly what students you're talking about right
no,
now?
I cannot. But I will say I'll give praise where it's due, just in like they really do take like what they hear in service and really do try to apply it to their daily lives. Like, hey, Nate talked about this last week, and so instead of just like ignoring my friend or not telling what's wrong, I went up to her and I said, hey, like this is what's going on. We ended up talking through it, and just things like that too, just like navigating their feelings and pointing them back towards truth when they want to react out of how they feel and not out of the wisdom or what the Lord tells us to do.
Yeah.
Probably the number one thing.
Okay. Let us know in the chat, in the comments, if you agree or disagree with anything we just said. Well, we've got it's a couple of our interns, Ayden and Kayla. This is I don't know, I'm just kind of in a goofy. I'm kind of in a silly mood. I'm feeling a little silly today. I'm feeling a little silly today. So I feel like this is like the perfect bowl for like popcorn.
I like that plan.
Really?
Yeah, like a popcorn bowl.
It's like
That's
like
not
shedding
deep
on the
enough for-
inside.
Yeah, you make it a little stone with your
That looks like you'd put cookies in it.
Looks like I need salad.
like display almost.
Fruit bowl.
Maybe a salad bowl.
Salad for sure.
Salad.
Yeah.
Salad for sure.
What kind of chat? What do you think? What kind of bowl?
Chat. Oh,
what kind of
God.
food we
Nah.
What
I'm
food
not-
would you?
I'm
would
not
you eat
eating out of
anything out
that.
of this?
It's like
Let's
cracking.
show the camera.
It's kinda
I don't
pretty.
want flakes in
Vintage?
it.
I don't know.
Pretty
Is
vintage?
it
That's just
blurry?
a little
Here,
protein.
would you show it like this? No? Okay. All right. Well, we've got a couple of our interns here, Ayden and Kayla. Never been interns before, right?
True.
Right?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Okay,
not.
never
No,
been
I can't
interns
say
before.
That's happened.
Okay. How has the intern experience been so far?
Great.
Is it what you thought it would? Like, is it going the way you thought it would, or is it different in ways?
I mean, since like I had like my two brothers like that had done it, I feel like I'd known a lot about it. But I think it's just actually doing it myself. It's like whether just like knowing like the budget with things. It's like I didn't know that aspect.
Oh yeah.
Like the logistics side of it.
Yeah.
But it's been cool to be able to experience myself instead of like being seeing it through my brothers.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense.
I had no expectations. Like starting, like not that I had no expectations. I didn't
like,
know
dude,
what
I
to
expect-
expect.
I didn't expect anything.
I didn't expect nothing, dog.
No, I didn't know
I got you,
what
I got you.
would be happening.
Yeah.
So, but other than like taking on a leadership role, which I knew would be a big part of it, and I feel like that's played out pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially for me, just being able to be a leader in the youth,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been great. But like budgeting, like day-to-day things that are behind the scenes that like students don't see, like on Mondays and Wednesdays, are definitely something that builds your character as more than a leader, which was something I guess I didn't anticipate as much.
Yeah.
But it's been like really important to me, and it's been big. So yeah.
What, like the behind the scenes stuff? Because I feel like I don't get this question a lot, but a lot of kids are kind of like I had one kid tell me, it's like, so what do you do for like a job?
Yeah.
And I was like,
do?
well,
What do you
like
do
this
on
is
a
my job.
Thursday?
And they were like, yeah, I know, but like for like work, what do you do? And I was like, no, this is my
This.
work. This is my job. And they didn't understand like, oh, this is an actual, like I don't just show up on Wednesday
Yeah.
and like preach and then go do. Some ministers do that. We don't operate that way here at the Ark. Whenever you're thinking about like whenever you saw, I mean, I guess you've been pretty involved for a while and your brothers were pretty involved.
Yeah.
Your mom's on staff.
Yeah.
But like, did y'all feel like now that you're kind of seeing the behind the scenes stuff, do you feel like it, makes sense that that's how it was running? Or was it like, I had no idea that that's what it.
Well, it
But
makes
that's how it
sense
went.
as to like what y'all do. Because if I'm being honest, I had like that same question.
Yeah.
It's
It's like, what do you do all day?
What do y'all do like
Yeah.
throughout the week? Like
I asked
I
myself
know
that all
like
the
you'll
time.
prepare like your message and like each of y'all like do different things. Like Nadia like
Yeah.
logistics, like behind the scenes stuff. But it's definitely like now it definitely makes sense. Like being able to see it all.
See like the actual like work that's done.
Yeah, like what there is that actually
Right.
has to be put into it.
Yeah. We actually only do those things whenever y'all are around so that we can.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they see.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't know what you do every day. Like I don't see you every. I just we're pretty much with Elijah and
Yeah.
Erica.
Literally, we
and
walked
just
in
do
today.
anything.
We looked and we were like, "Where's everybody?"
Today we
Where
walked
are
in
they?
and we walked around with blindfolds for like 10 minutes. Like, that's all we
Some
did.
team building.
Some
Yeah.
team bonding.
Yeah, did some team building there.
And where was Nate?
No Nate.
I
No
don't
Nate
know,
to be
like, what
seen.
were
What
you
time? What
doing?
time did y'all come in?
Noon.
12.
Yeah, that's lunch. I was
Well-
out at lunch. Forgive me for taking a lunch break.
I mean, it would be nice if you came and ate with us every once in a while.
All right, I'll come next time.
Even
Y'all are
Jay
eating, I'll
Flo
come
is
in
there.
there.
Let's go.
Jay Flo is there.
Who?
Jay
Jay
Flo.
Flo?
Who's Jay Flo?
Jacob.
Who's
Wow.
Jacob?
Who's Jay Flo?
Flores.
Doesn't even know his own staff.
Oh, the new worship guy. That Jacob.
Oh,
That's who
my.
you're talking about. The guy who was on the last 3 episodes of the podcast. Yeah, that guy. Also, Mike's not here, obviously. He's
Yeah.
still alive. If
Yeah.
you only experience Ark Youth through the podcast, which hopefully is nobody, you think Michael either got fired or died. Neither happened.
No.
He's alive and
No?
healthy.
He is.
Well, I haven't talked to him a couple days, but last time I talked to him, he's alive and healthy. He's on vacation
TBD
right now,
on that.
so
Yeah.
he's at the beach with his fam.
Yeah.
So that's why we got the bench here. Erica sitting in.
B team.
Substitution.
Right.
So okay, back to the first thing we were talking about. What are kids looking for whenever they come to church? Do you think that changes as you get older? Like, do you think a 7th grader and an 11th grader come in with the same sort of needs, wants, desires? Do you think they're different? Do you think they can be the same, or do you think they're pretty much always different? Your own experience versus now you guys have been meeting with junior hires more, doing huddles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like. What? My flag?
It's holding the. No, keep going.
Anyways, I can't speak for like current high schoolers as much because I'm just not as involved with them. But I feel like the problems of your life get a little more serious, which is like
the older,
like
you get.
obviously,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
But like in junior high, it was kind of just about like finding the right friend group and like being able to like fit in, I guess, and like find the peace of God. And then like going into high school, like one of my biggest things was like every week praying for like my future and like what I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna turn out to be, which I feel like is a big thing for a lot of high schoolers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Like, I think they can have the same struggles. Obviously, it'd be
Yeah,
on a
you gotta hold the
deeper-
plant while you're talking.
I'm not holding
You gotta hold the plant while you're
Not
talking.
holding it.
Not hold the plant.
He can sit right
talking
there.
Do you want the bowl?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I think it could be. they can have the same struggles
Yes.
on a deeper, like, but they would obviously be like on the deeper level. But I do agree. Like a lot of my like Sunday mornings, like the huddle groups is like everything's about like friends, like staying off social media, like not comparing yourselves and things like that. But then I will agree, like since I hit high school, it's like, oh, what is my future? Like
Yeah.
after these 4 years, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And like where am I going to be? So it's definitely, and like how am I going to do it with God? Like am I like, how do I discern his word over mine?
Sure.
So I definitely agree with like what Ayden was saying, but they can, I think, to an aspect, depending on like how deep in your faith you are, I think they could have like the same struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is an interesting question to ask to people who grew up pretty involved in the church. Whenever you think of, and I want you to answer this too, whenever you think of a godly person, someone who's living a godly life, thinking of a Christian who's like, they're doing the Christian thing, how do you view that person now, and how has it changed from whenever you were younger? So whenever you were younger, how did you view like what a good Christian person was? And then now that you've experienced walking with the Lord, you've experienced parts of church that you didn't whenever you were younger. How do you view, like, how do you look at somebody and go, oh, they follow God, oh, they don't. Oh, they're a godly person, they're not. Like, how do you wrestle with that? I stumped you with that one, didn't I? I see the
wheels are turning.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so I guess when I was like a little kid, it was just like if you went to church. Like
Yeah.
if I
Okay.
see you at church
Yeah.
because I'm here every week and I have to be, then you're a Christian.
Yeah.
And then I guess like as I got older, it's like someone who's slow to anger or someone who's like you just never catch them up. Like some people like you'll catch them do something and it's like kind of just is like, why are you doing that? But like there's certain people who you can just like always tell are like on top of like following the word and like having certain characteristics that are like, wow, they're a Christian. And then like as you get even older, it's like you watch people change and some people will like completely turn their life upside down and go from like just a horrible place in like whether that was on them or like just what they were born into, like being changed and literally like being washed by Jesus. It's like that's what like makes someone stand out as a Christian. Totally.
Yeah. Well, and I think what you said at the beginning is so true. It's really easy, and it's a super common misconception of if I go to church, that means I'm living a godly life. And I think that in an ideal world, that's true.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's not. And I think that that's where a lot of people, sometimes we've joked about Ark Youth getting a bad rap because of some of the people who choose to go here. But I think it's because of that mentality. Because it's like, oh, if they're going there, that must
they're
mean.
a great person. Yeah.
Right. Then they're a good person. Well, I don't see them acting like you're saying. I don't see
Yeah.
them acting that way. So there's like that disconnect, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, what about you?
Well, what is y'all's like definition? Like, because I was talking about this with my brothers. Like, what is y'all's definition of like a good person? Like, what makes a good person a good person?
That's kind of part of the question.
Yeah.
Is like what
makes a good person a good person?
Like what,
like,
whenever you think of it, like what are you viewing? Like what are you?
I mean, like he said with like growing up and all that. Like as when I was younger, like for me is like I definitely thought it was like if you're like in the front row, like coming to church and you're taking notes, like that's like
that was like
you are like
front
that
row.
Christian. Yeah.
front row
You
note
are
taker.
the-
Like
yeah.
you're it.
Yeah.
That's the epitome.
But now it's definitely like, for me, it's like one thing I see is like I could definitely like see someone like that is following Jesus, like they're the peace that they have and like kind of like the glow, just 'cause, like I say like the Jesus glow kind of, but like
the Jesus glow.
because I can tell if like myself.
Does Erica have the Jesus glow?
Erica got the Jesus glow. Look at that face. Look at her glowing.
Hold on,
But
Kayla.
It just sweat.
yeah, you got the Jesus glow.
Kayla, do I have the Jesus glow?
Ooh. I don't know what you got.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, but
Nice.
like it just kind of like
Appreciate
how like
it.
whenever just because I could tell the difference between like me like when I am like reading my Bible and stuff and like
Oh yeah. Okay.
and then I'm
I
like
see what you're
it's just
saying.
like
Sure.
their attitude.
Sure.
It's just like how they
Yeah.
think positively. Like, it's like a big thing for
Yeah.
me is like their attitude in things and like just because I can tell for like myself like from personal
Yeah.
experience like when I'm not reading my Bible I could tell like
Mm-hmm.
oh like I'm like down about everything like negative, but then like when I'm reading my Bible and like a good like routine, then it's like wow like I found joy in like the little things and like the little things like I'm like he said slow to anger and it's just like positive and things.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, even there's an element to what I'm hearing you say, and I think this is true, is that can kind of flex a little bit. Like someone can appear at one point in life, even within the same week, of like, oh, they're walking close with the Lord, and then the next day not appear that way. And so, like, depending on, am I actually walking with the Lord? Have I done that today? Have I done it this week? And so the importance of staying with the Lord every day, you know, and having your heart towards him. Okay. That's good.
Growing up, so I grew up here. My like kind of definition of like a godly person, honestly, is kind of funny that you asked this question in this podcast, but whenever I was in junior high and high school, we also had Ark Youth interns. They were a little different. They weren't just a summer. I think they were year round.
Oh yeah, they were like,
yeah. It was like Valina Perry.
they were
Who's still
called
here.
like, but were they called like ministry?
She was Ark Youth.
Yeah, she was. It was.
There was another name for it, but yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
They were basically
AYC?
interns.
Wow.
Yeah, but they were here for like a year or so.
Yeah.
So they made a huge impact on my life, and honestly, a big reason why I stayed plugged in church. And so you guys are doing that as well for students, and so. Just all of the interns who came through those years, I'm like, dang, like that's who I want to be. Like, they're so plugged in. They love the Lord. They are here like every moment they can be, you know, and they want to be in full-time ministry. Like, I thought that was like the godliest thing ever. And they're like younger too. So they're like y'all's age, like 18 to like, I don't know, 22. And so I was like, they're so cool. Like, they're college kids. Like, why don't you come hang out with us? And so I thought that was super cool that they.
It is like whenever you're like 14 years old, a college kid is like,
So
they're
cool.
the
They're
the coolest creature on the earth.
Yeah,
Like, they are.
And they want to come hang out with
totally.
me, and like
Totally.
they love the Lord, and they're worshiping, they're raising their arms, and I was like, bro, that's how I'm trying to be. I thought that was really cool. And then as I've gotten older, honestly, kind of going off what Ayden says, but what I really admire about someone, and I can kind of tell they love the Lord, is the way they speak about other people that they necessarily don't agree with, or a situation that is not the best.
Yeah.
So like if someone hears about a situation or it comes up in conversation, like I think I am someone who kind of sits back and like observes that and how they speak about something that either they don't agree with or they're kind of just like, it's a hard topic to talk about. Like I very much like see how they kind of navigate that. And I think that speaks like so highly of them if they're able to kind of navigate that without gossiping, without speaking down on someone, without kind of turning it into like an argument of some sort, but like really like just keeping peace. Like I think that is something that really stands out to me the older I get. Like, do you have the peace of the Lord in your life? And like, you want to be Jesus to other people more than you want to be right, or more than you want to be heard. Like sometimes like you have to take that step back and be like, no, actually, like I'm just gonna, you know, obviously we need to stand up and, you know, say something and at times, but a lot of the times, like, are you willing to kind of put your pride aside to just kind of love someone or navigate the conversation a different way? So it doesn't come across as something negative or gossiping or stuff like that.
I asked that question because I think, and you guys may be experiencing this now being interns. Whenever you become an adult, I've found it being an adult isn't what I thought it was going to look like. Like what I thought it was going to look like and feel like. I'm like, oh, whenever I was a kid and I looked up to an adult, I thought, oh, that's what it looks and feels like for them. And then now it's like, oh, it is different. And looking back down, sometimes you're like, I don't necessarily view myself the way that I viewed someone else in my position. Does that make sense? Like the way that you would have viewed a college kid whenever you were younger, do you view yourself that way now? And I think the longer you walk with the Lord, the more you start to become aware of who you are and what is actually valuable. And it's kind of why I asked that question of like, what is valuable to the Lord in living a godly life? What does God actually value? And I think you guys all brought a good perspective on it. And really, but you only get there, and all of you said it in your own way, you only get there from spending time with the Lord, and being consistent, you know, and walking with them. So, final question, on the same note, same vein, what out of all the staff offices, which one's your favorite?
Uh,
Who has the best staff office? Aiden,
I know
why
why
don't you
you
go?
asked
Why
that.
don't you go, Aiden?
Okay.
Who has
Really,
the best office?
Really, it's Nate. Really, it's Nate. But I'll tell you, media is so close. Like
Ooh,
the media office
the media
is
department.
that
because
far.
it's a cave.
Yeah.
That
It's
the
good to
cave
live
is
through.
really
And also, like,
cool.
I just went in there the other day.
Go in there and
and
turn
it
on
was
the
like
lights.
sick.
Let us know.
It's not it. It's not it.
And then let me
Turn the
know.
lights on.
The floor's just full of crumbs.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
all food
probably.
on the floor.
Yours, Nate's is pretty cool. Your
No,
office
yeah.
Nate's is
pretty-
my
your office
favorite,
is
So
pretty
Nate
That's
wins.
sick.
So
Yeah.
Erica
loses. By
thought
the
that
way.
would
Erica's
be a
in
good.
last
I thought
I
that'd
literally
be
haven't seen what yours looked like in like a little
Mine-
bit, so
Mine, I don't think hasn't been clean in like 6 to 9 months.
and
bro.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
since you started.
Straight
probably.
up, like
Oh my
it's
God.
always
Dang.
messy.
Well, that was I just thought that would be a good question to end the podcast on of Nate's office. I didn't say it. They did. Nate's,
Okay.
Nate's
Yeah,
office is
gotcha,
the
gotcha,
best.
gotcha.
Maybe we'll put a picture up here somewhere of
No.
that's
Oh, of
mine.
yours?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
edit
fine.
the
Not
picture
mine.
in?
Sort of
Oh,
low.
yeah.
Don't put a picture
What
of mine.
person? Side by side.
Side by side.
Side by side.
Chat,
Which one?
Give us a vote.
In the comments
Which
below.
one's better?
What's crazy is I have both of y'all's like grad announcements hanging up in
For
mine.
You didn't
Really?
go to either one.
Are they hanging up in yours?
Well, you said
Crazy.
Wait, did she go to
That's
yours?
crazy.
He said he didn't go to either one.
No, I'm sorry. I did.
Oh, crazy.
I played myself.
Be keeping notes. You're
That's
like,
But it's
no.
hanging up, and I look at your
No.
faces every
Hey.
day.
You know,
Wow.
I got an
That
apology
means a
from
lot,
Nadia at
actually.
There
least.
it is.
You don't need no apologies.
Yeah,
All right.
we'll talk offline.
That's it. You stay real and
Stay real.
Stay
like
real.
count your calories
Is
and
that
just
your
like
new? That's our new sign
That's
off.
our-
Stay,
that's our
stay
exit.
real, Ark Youth.
stay real and
Peace out, Ark Youth.